Asylum in Greece. Applying for asylum from a Greek island. The situation at the Greek sea borders. The EU-Turkey deal. After a huge influx of refugees, which started in the summer of 2015, the Western Balkan route to Europe gradually closed. The European Union, EU, and Turkish leaders agreed on a deal to try to stop what they call irregular migration. This deal is known as the EU-Turkey deal. The statement from the European Union said that as from 20th of March 2016, all new irregular migrants arriving on the Greek islands will be returned to Turkey if they do not apply for asylum in Greece or if their asylum claim is rejected in Greece. The statement said that the measures were temporary and extraordinary, allegedly necessary to end human suffering and restore public order. But in reality, the deal was designed to stop people from travelling onwards from Greece to the rest of Europe. Turkey promised to take tougher measures to prevent new sea or land routes for irregular migration opening up from Turkey to the EU. In return, the EU promised Turkey billions of euros to address the immediate humanitarian and development needs of refugees in Turkey and guard the borders. There are serious concerns as to whether the deal that was struck between the EU and Turkey is even legal, but the deal has been applied regardless. This change to the asylum procedures applied resulted in around 50,000 refugees who were in Greece at the time, being stranded in Greece with no opportunity to move on freely to the rest of Europe. The borders were closed and remain closed to this day. After the deal, people must also remain on the islands until their asylum application is complete or until the Greek Asylum Service say they can move to the mainland. Thousands of people seeking refuge have arrived on the islands since then and continue to make the dangerous journey to safety on a daily basis. The islands and the camps are very overcrowded. Conditions are very poor. Human rights organizations around the world have protested and continue to protest the EU-Turkey deal and the conditions for refugees. As a result of this deal, asylum seekers arriving after 20th of March 2016 are subject to what is known as the border procedure, designed originally to speed up the process of asylum or return. In reality, though, the border procedures added an extra layer to the procedures for some refugees, not all, in the form of an extra interview called admissibility, and it makes the asylum process extremely complicated and long. The admissibility procedure is designed to examine whether applications from asylum seekers may be dismissed on the grounds that they were in Turkey or passed through Turkey, and Turkey is regarded as a safe third country or a first country of asylum. The admissibility procedure is designed to examine whether Turkey is a safe country to return you to. Border procedures do not currently apply to people eligible for family reunification under Dublin III, vulnerable cases, including unaccompanied minors. Family reunification, unaccompanied minors, vulnerable cases, and some nationalities are treated differently, and this is covered in other films. Currently, the admissibility interview applies to the following nationalities: Syrian, Palestinians, stateless people, Eritreans, Somalians, Iraqis, Afghans, Sudanese, Ethiopians, Iranians, Yemenis. Be aware that these procedures could change. Upon arrival, you will be placed in one of the Reception and Identification Centres, RICS, also known as hotspots of Lesbos, Chios, Samos, Leros and Kos. The asylum procedures take place in these hotspots. Under the border procedure, admissibility interviews are conducted by EASO, European Asylum Support Office staff, as well as the Greek Asylum Service. Asylum seekers arriving after 20th of March 2016 do not have access to relocation to another country. However, some people may be entitled to family reunification if they have close family in another country. For more information, see our films and documents on family reunification on our YouTube channel. Some refugees have had their asylum claims denied on the basis that Turkey is deemed to be safe for them. Other refugees have had their asylum claims denied on the basis that the Greek Asylum Service does not believe they have a good reason to fear they will be seriously harmed or persecuted in their home country. If someone is rejected, either after an admissibility interview or after their asylum case is rejected, they are in danger of being returned to Turkey. However, very few people have been returned to Turkey against their will so far. Instead, they wait for long periods to find out what the Greek government intends to do. Use this time to prepare. To understand how to prepare and what happens at the admissibility interview, please see our other films and audios on our YouTube channel, on our website, on the micro SD cards.